Alright, Chapter 12, Advanced Practices, Part 1. You will learn in this chapter the advanced feature for the offset, trim, and extend commands. Utilize the cut, copy, paste. When more than one file, bring the Autocad object to the other from other software, hyperlink, purging, view, and viewport commands. Offset command, advanced option. People who use the Autocad on a daily basis stuff with the default option, ignoring some powerful options to reduce the production time with significantly. In this part, we look up at these options. You start with the offset command, you will see the following prompts. Current setting erase source, no layer source, offset, gap type, 0, offset, distance, throw, erase layer, and throw. First line message listing the current value of the different settings of the AutoCAD. The first message, erase source, no layer source, the offset, gap type, 0. So we are setting, so what are these settings? How can we change them? Erase source option. By default, AutoCAD will keep both the source of the offset of the object. The option will keep the offset object, but will erase the source object. You will see the following prompt: erase the source object after offset, yes or no. Input yes if you want the grid to get rid of the source object. Layer option. When using any of the command, AutoCAD produces the copy of the original object. The copy will also reside with the same layer source object. Use the option will cause the AutoCAD to send the generated object to the current layer. Instead of the AutoCAD will show the following prompts: enter layer option, offset objects, current and source, and source. Input current to tell AutoCAD if you want the offset object into the current layer. System variable offset gap type. If the not option inside offset command rather than system variable, they should be invoked before command. Using the command window, the system variable will decide the outcome shape to be normal value 0, fill it to the value 1, or chamfered value 2. Trim and extend edge option. You know that can extend the option object unless there is a real intersection point between the boundary edge and the object to be extended. In addition, you can trim it in an object unless there is a real intersection point and the connecting edges of the objects to be trimmed. Check the following illustrations. You can't do these. The edge option is trim in the base for the extent of the cutting edge will extend the object base for the extended boundary edges. So the edge option will invoke with the following prompt: enter the implied edge extension mode, extend the no extend with the default, but there's no extend with the extend option allows you to trim and extend base for the extending, cutting, and boundary edges. You should be careful with the previous settings. For the offset, with the trim and extend will affect all the files from the time the change forward. And then show the practice Chapter 12.3, using match property. The command will match current property for the object with the incorrect property for the property for the other object. The object will have included either the AutoCAD lines, arc, circle, the polylines, lines, ellipses, text axes, dimension viewports, and table. To issue for the command, go to Home tab, locate Properties panel, then select the Match Properties button. And that is match properties command. You will see the following prompt: select with the source of the object. AutoCAD asks you to select for the object, hold the current properties one with the done. You will see the following prompt: so the destination of the object or setting with the prompts will see with the cursor to change, and will show the paintbrush. And with the select the object, hold the incorrect properties will with the match to with the source object. The user can set with the object source settings option to specify the basic and advanced properties to be effective following the dialog box. Choose property settings, basic property, the color, line type, scale, the line width, transparency, thickness, plot style, apply layer by layer, and OK, cancel, and help. Special properties, dimension, polyline, material, text, viewport, shade, display, hatch, shape of the multi-leader. 12.4, copy to paste object of the match property across the file. The AutoCAD can open more than one drawing file at the same time. Use the simple technique of the holding the control key while selecting the names of the desired files into the open file dialog box. However, the question is, why would anyone want to open more than one file at the same time? The answer would be one of the both. To copy the object from one file to another, the match property to cross the files to file open files to go to View tab, locate the interface panel, then use one of the following two buttons. Go to the interface and then use the either File tab or Layout tube. Normal copy and paste sequence in order to copy the object from one file to the other. The different compare with the copy command with the modify panel as this command copy object from one file to another. Do the following steps. While issuing any command, select the desired object, right click with the select with the clipboard option, select with the one over the two copying commands available. Go to the other file, right click and select with the clipboard option, then select one over the three pasting commands available. Their clipboard options are cut, copy with the base point, paste as a block, paste the original coordinates. 12.4.1 Copying the object. AutoCAD allows you to copy the object from one file to another using the two techniques which are copying the option with the copy object without specifying the base point, copying the base point option with the copy object with specifying the base point, which will bring up the following prompt. Specify the base point. Pasting object. There are three best methods of the pasting object across files, which are paste option will paste the content to the clipboard. Paste with the block option will paste the objects. Paste as a block option will paste the objects to as a block with an arbitrary name of the user invited to rename the command to give the block the correct name. Paste the original coordinates option will paste the objects to the same coordinates as using the original file. Using the drag and drop method. If you don't like with this method, use the drag and drop. Include with the select of the desired object source file with the clicking and holding the left button going into the destination file. Drop the select of the object. There, you can do the same using the right button. Instead, use the method to drop the object destination file. The menu like the following will appear. Copy here, paste as block, paste as original coordinates, cancel. This menu includes self-explanatory options, but copy the objects across file with the AutoCAD will create all necessary things to make the copying process successful, like creating layers, textiles, dimensions, styles, etc. 12.4.4 Matching properties across files. Use the same command match property across the file. Select for the source for the object for the current layer of the file will issue the command from and then match for the object holding the incorrect property of the destination file. Likewise, AutoCAD will create the necessary things to make the matching process successful, like creating layers, textiles, dimensions, styles, etc. in the destination file. Then it shows the practicing. Sharing Excel and Word content in AutoCAD as window application. AutoCAD will give it a take of the object to and from any other window application, especially MS Office software with like my MS Word and MXL, which most use in software nowadays. AutoCAD will use the object linking and embedding to copy the content of the to and from the AutoCAD with the paste command used in AutoCAD will dictate the object brought into the AutoCAD with a copy of the content from the one application to another is known with a common practice among the regular user in the Windows. Sharing the data coming from the MS Word copies the content of the Word from either the copy or cut, then go to the Home tab, locate the clipboard panel is shown with the below. If this panel is not shown by default, make sure that you are at the Home tab, right click any of the panel, show panel, then select the clipboard. Well, using the paste or special option, check with the following Word content using paste object linking and embedding object embedded Word content using paste, special paste, and text, multiple text. Word content using paste, special paste, Unicode text, or multiple text using paste. Word content using paste, special paste, AutoCAD etchings and text. Word content using paste, special paste, link, object link, embedded object linked. Once you issue the paste special command, you will see the following dialog box: paste special source, unpaste and paste link, AutoCAD etchings, and it shows the Microsoft Word pictures to imaging result. You can see the first option using the paste only list option with a paste link, will bring the object link and embedded the object with the first one is not up to date when the source of the change the list one with the following first method. You will see the following dialog box: object link is and embedded text size, font, point size, text height, reset, and OK. Object link and embedded text size of the dialog box will show the font and font name and the font size of the MS Word that you can add for the specify the text height in the AutoCAD units. Anytime you can click the reset button to get the original value. Once you are done, click OK. After passing the object linking and embedded object, AutoCAD allows you to edit it with the object linking and embedded object and select with the right click, and you can see with the menu selecting object linking and embedded option, which will bring you the following: open, reset, text size, and convert. The available choices are open position. Open option will open the source of the application. Reset the option will retain the font size of the original. The text size option will change the size of the text size. Convert option will change the nature of the object link or embedded object. Sharing data with coming from the MS Excel. Clip the content of the Excel with the copy and copy the go to the Home tab, locate clipboard panel, choose either paste or paste special option like we did in MS Word case. Excel, we have the following choices: Excel content using paste object linking and embedded object embedded using paste special paste text multiple text paste special paste Unicode text multiple text and Excel content using paste all paste AutoCAD and needs table embedded using Excel content using paste special paste link object embedded object link Excel content using paste special paste link object AutoCAD object table linked. To see the same dialog box discussed previously, the interesting choice is the last choice where you will paste a link table into the AutoCAD. There will be discussed next. Alright, pasting a link table from Excel with the option will enable you to paste the Excel with the content of the current drawing, linking it with the original Excel sheet with the option update with the process with the two-way stream with the reading with the which will update with the Excel with the effect with the table in the AutoCAD. When the update AutoCAD, it will affect the file Excel. You will select the table, then over it, you will see the following image. This means you have the table, the AutoCAD is locked and linked. Easy thing is that you change anything in the Excel sheet, save these changes will reflect the AutoCAD table at lower right hand corner of the AutoCAD window. Will see a change called data link, just like the following. If you right click on the link, you'll see the menu looks like the following: data link, update all data links. Select update all data links option gives the latest copy of the Excel sheet with the AutoCAD file that's not open. The next time that you open it, you'll get the newest copy of the Excel sheet with the update Excel content from AutoCAD table. A little bit harder, needs you to follow the trick procedure. Go to Insert tab, locate linking extraction panel, select the data link. Following dialog box will come up. Show the data link manager, links, Excel, links, and under links you'll see the link called Excel Data Link 1, which is created automatically when you paste the link Excel table to this name and the temporary to rename the link. Click it, right click the select with the rename option, and then there'll be a preview checkbox turned on to help you preview the link. In the case there's more one link in the same file, this prevents making a mistake. Double clicking on the link, selecting edit option with the right click menu will lead to the following dialog box. Shows modifying Excel link. My link file shows Excel path full type link option. Select Excel sheet to link entire sheets. Link to range and preview. Click arrow to the lower right hand part of the dialog box. Expand to show the more option. Cell content, data format, formulas, data formula. Solve formulas in Excel. Convert data formats to text. Solve formulas in Excel. Allow writing to source. Cell format. Use Excel format. Keep table updated. Excelling format. Start Excelling format. Do not update. Alright, make sure that you allow writing to the source file. The checkbox is turned on, because without this we will not succeed with the write back in the Excel sheet. With the click it several times to close all dialog boxes. Ready to make the edits for the table to paste for the AutoCAD. Will use them crossing the swipe with the desired cell on the table. The right click of the menu will appear, selecting with the lock option, unlocked the option. You will notice that the locking symbol will disappear with the chain symbol. Chain symbol is still there, changed by the desired value with the unlocked cells. You can upload these changes with the original Excel sheet. You go to the Insert tab, locate linking extraction panel, select the Upload Source button, or Data Link Update space under slash W. Place the selected object the desired table from one side of the outside border. The following prompt will appear with one object found, one data link will written outside successfully. You'll see the following bubble appear with the lower right hand corner AutoCAD window. Data link is changed. Practice sharing Excel Word content in AutoCAD. Alright, hyperlinking AutoCAD object. The command will hyperlink any AutoCAD object to a website AutoCAD drawing Excel sheet with a PowerPoint presentation. Issue the command. Go to Insert table, locate data panel, and select with a hyperlink button. You'll see the following prompt: hyperlink. Control K. Select object, select desired object. When done, press enter. You'll see the following dialog box. Insert hyperlink text, display the type of the file page or web page name. Selected file from list, recent browse, insert links, email, view drawing, the email address, path. Use relative path hyperlinks for drawing hyperlinks to DWF. Selected objects, browse file, web page, target, OK, cancel, help. Alright, fill in the text to display, which if it helps to know when you get the object holding the hyperlink, then input the type of the file with the web page name and the website address of the file path of the file, and click OK to end the command. Leave the home tab and click the clipboard panel. You'll find an option called paste as a hyperlink, which will, in the job in reverse order, it will paste the contents of the hyperlink to the object. Alright, 12.7. Purging items. Normally created with a lot of content inside of the AutoCAD drawings, like layer blocks, dimension style, with text style, with a multi-leader style, with etc. You will use some of them, and others left without being used. Purge command will help you to get rid of the unused contents. To reach the command, go to the application menu of the drawing utilities, and select Purge command. You'll see the following dialog box: name of the object view of the item you can purge, view items you cannot purge, items not used in drawing. From each time to be purged, noted items, needed items, unnamed objects, purge 0, automatic purge. AutoCAD will list all unused items and listing below each item. In the previous example, you'll see that there are 2 unused layers, one unused multi-leader style with below. You'll see the 3 checkboxes which are confirm each item to be purged there. If there is turned on, you have the answer for the purge to not to each time you want to purge an item. You will see that it's something like the following. Purge conform. You're about to purge layer 1 test. Which do you want? Purge this item. Skip this test. Purge nested items. The option will help you purge the nested block. The nested block is the block that contains blocks. That contains block. This option is turned off. Then you will purge only the big block. The nested blocks will remain there. But if you turn on, it will purge the big block, and all nested blocks belonging there are not used in a current file. Purge 0 length geometry and empty test objects. This option will remove all lines, arcs, and polylines that have length of 0 and all multiple text and text that contains only spaces. Finally, the user can purge one item at a time, purging all items in one shot. Select either button, then click close button to end the command. The user can purge the current layer, text style, dimension style, etc. Purge command can downsize the file size significantly and then show the purging items. Now getting into using views and viewports, creating a view in AutoCAD's rectangular shaped portion of the drawing that will have saved under a name. The 2 ways to define it, either with a zooming to part of the drawing you want to save and then issue the command. Alternately, you can do that inside of the view command. Issue the command, go to the view tab, locate the views panel, then select the view manager button. This panel may be hidden on head and right click on the panel. Any show of the panel, select the name of the panel. View manager view. You'll see the following dialog box. It shows the current model layouts, model views, layout views, and preset views. Create a new view, click new button, following dialog box will appear. And then first step with the input of the view name boundary, select whether your view is current display with a defined window. Click a small button at the right with the zoom the desired area with the use the settings. Select whether you save the layer of the snapshot with the view or not. Select snapshot, status layers on and off, throw off rows, and unlock and unlock, etc. Which done, click OK with the save of the view. There are multiple ways to retrieve the saved views, which are using in-canvas views, control, upper left-hand corner screen, using custom model views as shown below. Using view tab, locating view panel, clicking the name and the desired view as shown in the following. Using the views and viewports, views you can show and save the viewports of the viewport dialog box. Turn on the viewport dialog box if the one of the viewer in one of the layouts you have to use the viewports or viewports command. Select one of the arrangements. The following example is 2 with the vertical. You have the previously click with one of the viewports over the current with the hence you need to select one of the save the views to show inside. And that is the viewport command, ports command. Creating the name viewport arrangement method. If you don't like the viewport arrangement AutoCAD provides, you may want to create your own arrangement. Take the following. Make sure the model you are in model space. Create a view. Go to view tab. Locate the model view tab ports. Then select viewport configuration button. See if there's something like this. And viewport single to vertical, and then you show the different one. Or you can reach the same command with the in-cam with the view port configuration. Pick one of the existing arrangements. Start with the break of the viewport. Even smaller viewports, select one of the model viewports. Start with the viewport command line. Again, and pick an arrangement. Make sure that the lower left-hand corner of the dialog is underapplied to you. Select the current viewport, then click OK. This should cut your small viewport into even smaller area. To do the different viewports, go to the View tab, locate Viewports panel, select the Join button. This will enable you to join adjacent viewports. This condition here from a form rectangular shape. Once you've done with the joining viewport, you'll end up with the new arrangement, and also have all you have to do is save it. So for the name command, type of the name of the new arrangement is shown below. To retrieve the layout, go to the desired layout, go to the View tab, Viewports, and click the name button. Click the desired name, viewport arrangement, insert it in as you do with the existing arrangement. Creating the name viewport arrangement method 2. Another way to do with this above is to make sure that you're in the model space. Go to the View tab, model viewport, and panel, select the viewport configuration button to see something like the following. Or you can reach the same command in cam with viewport control. Once you do this, click inside of the viewports. You can see the thick blue line as a boundary. Go to one side of the shape of the mouth, with the shape of the double arrows to reach up the viewport horizontally and vertically. Resize in both directions. One step of the go to one with the corner shape over the bounce for the chain with the four arrows. Don't click and hold the arrow move. Notice the small plus and thick black lines separating the two viewports. If you click with it and move it horizontally, it will add a horizontal viewport. If you move it vertically, you will add a view to vertical viewport. You can see with the green line, which will add a viewport. To join viewports together, you have the view tab, locate viewports panel, select join button. This will enable you to join adjacent viewports. The condition here is to form a rectangular shape. Once you're done joining viewports, you will end up with a new arrangement, and all you have to do is save it, show the name command, type of the name of the new arrangement, and show them the following. To retrieve and then layout, go to the desired layout, view out viewports, click the name button. Pick the desired name viewport arrangement, insert it as you do with existing arrangements, and then show the processing that. Note chapter review, with chapter answer reviews, and we're on to chapter 13, advanced practices in part 2.